Hey, listen, I've been thinking about doing this thing, so I'm just gonna do it.
One bag of gold medal pan me now.
Yep, that's me. My name is Rome, and this is the Fourth Official. Let's go.
Welcome back to the channel, people. This is your boy Rome, and this is the fourth official. And as your fourth official, it's only right that I give you all the things that you're not getting at the games. And one of them things is this segment I like to call. All right, people. Yeah. So this is Dat No Mek Sense, and what we're gonna do in this segment is we're gonna focus on all the things around Europe that really don't make sense. And today we're gonna talk about two things. And the first one is Paul Pogba. And what about Paul Pogba that don't make sense? Okay, I'm glad you asked. This man has been on international duty for a week now. He had a bad game in the first game against Finland. Then he came back and played really well against Portugal, showed himself up in that midfield and was real dominant. But then 2, 3 hours after the game, stories started circulating that Pogba is again talking about Manchester United and talking about how he's unhappy at Manchester United. And then the moment I read that, I went on Twitter and I saw those stories and saw where it was coming from. The first thing that came to mind is that don't make sense. And the reason why it didn't make sense is because Pogba is still at Manchester United. And if he wants a move, the only way he can get a proper move is if he plays with Manchester United for the next year and plays well. He still has a contract for 2 years. If he's going to say stuff like that, he's only going to put himself in the wilderness and not play, right? And also, if he wants a new contract, the only way you get a new contract is if you stay in the good graces of the club that you're in, right? So seeing that story just didn't make sense to me. And, I was like, if Pogba leaves, he leaves. If he doesn't, fine. He's still at my club. I'm going to support him regardless. He's still one of the best midfielders in the world. Okay. So I wake up this morning, and guess what I saw? They misquoted Pogba again. Pogba did not say he wasn't happy at Manchester United. He did not say playing with the French team is way better than playing with Manchester United. What man did say, though, was that, hey, coming to the French team is like opening a window and getting a breath of fresh air. All right? He knows he's struggling with his current form and being in and out of the game, coming from COVID. He knows that. And so he's saying going to the French team, linking up with his buds, is all these French guys. You got to remember, at your club level, you're playing with people from Scandinavia, from South America, from England, from all over the world. So he's going here, he's speaking his native tongue, and he's chilling with the boys that he grew up with, playing ball with all his life. You can't be mad for him celebrating the fact that he's with his countrymen, that he just won the World Cup 2 years ago. Doesn't make sense. What he said was that it's not like they're not enjoying their lives at their club level, but when it comes to playing for their country, it's a breath of fresh air. They come here and they have a different set of expectations and just enjoying themselves, playing with each other. That's all he said. So yeah, write that down because that story don't make sense. Moving on to the next one that don't make sense. And that is this option to have 5 substitutions in the Premier League. 5 substitutions in the Premier. And a lot of teams voted that down. That don't make sense. We already know the constraints on the schedule for the 2021 and 2020 and 21 season, right? We know that it's going to be congested. We know that teams that are in Europe is going to play in the week. We know there's FA Cup involved. We know that there's Carling Cup involved, or the EFL, whatever they want to call it. So why are you not accepting with open arms 5 substitutions in a game? Muscle injuries, for anyone who's done any sorts of sports professionally or even semi-professionally, you know that you continue playing and playing and playing without rest or going and going, you're gonna mess up your muscle. So many teams got so many injuries now. Muscle injuries left, right, and center. You got Luke Shaw, Lindelof having back problems, Rashford having shoulder problems. Don't even talk about Liverpool, because Joe Gomez was just jogging. Man was just training normally. There was no one next to him, and he tore his ACL. His muscles just can't keep up. You know what I mean? Fabinho, he has hamstring injuries. Robertson got hamstring injuries. It's just going on and on and on. So why would you not say you want 5 substitutions? That kind of decision don't make sense, because all that's going to happen is your players are going to be on in the hospital more than band-aids, bro. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Thank you for watching, people. Thank you for tuning in. Hit a like, subscribe to the team, support the team. Big up yourself, big up your family, stay safe. Manas.